Hello there, what's going on everybody, and welcome to another day. On my way over to the flip house right now, got a truckload of paint, feeling like Sherman Williams right here, and we're nowhere near ready for paint just yet. However, I'm gonna put this stuff in the shed. This is not the new paint that we're gonna need to paint this place. This is the leftover paint from the first flip house. And we're gonna do the same color scheme that we did in the first flip house in this house. And with the amount of leftover paint that we have, I don't necessarily know that it'll get us all that far. It may in some regards and in some places, but every little bit's gonna help in terms of trying to save some money. We're at $77,700 on our budget of probably about $88,000-89,000 total. And we're definitely on track to being able to stay on budget, maybe even under budget. So some other things to share with you guys other than watching paint dry. We won't be doing that anytime soon. We had a plumber come over and help us get some water lines corrected and situated. Our plumbing is pretty much very close to being done. Still waiting on our electrician to get wrapped up. I've been in contact with him. It's Monday as I'm filming this. I hate saying what day it is because I never know what day you guys are gonna see these videos. It's Monday morning as a matter of fact, and I've been in contact with our electrician who tells me that, well, he told me at 7 o'clock this morning he would be over at the house in a couple of hours. I don't know what that means, but I would text him back saying, okay, cool, I want this electrical done this week. It needs to get done this week so that we can bring our drywall guys in, get our walls knocked out, and then get to painting. And drywall is definitely going to take a little bit of time. This electrical is still going to take a little bit of time. Not only did we get a little bit of plumbing done, the bathroom is very close to completion. Definitely the closest thing inside of the house to completion. So I'll get a chance to show you guys what that's looking like when we get over there. And hopefully we're gonna be seeing our electrician over there. And hopefully this week, this electrical is gonna be getting wrapped up. Something else, I was gonna share something else with you guys, but it's pretty personal. I think I'm gonna leave that alone for right now and try to learn my lesson from the first time of sharing something too personal, but hate to give you guys all of those cliffhangers right there. Hopefully it's gonna be a good week. Hopefully today is gonna be the start of that good week. I hope all of you have a good week out there as well. And let's see what's going on over at the flip house, how things are coming along. And maybe you guys will be impressed seeing how far this bathroom is, especially in relation to what it was initially starting out looking like. So let's go see. Got that beard coming in, working on that. All right, just getting over here to the flip house, and yeah, ain't nobody over here, so that is really annoying. It's, what time is it? 11 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, we only got a full electrical job that needs to get done. And the more and more I talk about that, the more complaining it sounds like I'm doing. Hopefully this week we will be done with this situation. I was wondering what was rattling. Hopefully this week we'll be done with this situation and we can just move on. That would be the ideal thing to do. We've got a lot of trash over here. We got to get a dumpster back over here, and there's going to be even more trash, but neither here nor there. Plumbing that has gotten done. It's gotten done. Bing. Here we go. There's our hot and cold hookup for our washing machine. And there's our main water supply cutoff right there. We're gonna have access right there so you can get to that. And then boom, that's up there really good. Our drain line is gonna be right here. Our Studer vent is gonna be like right here, somewhere like that. And that's what we got going on. Looks like we ran out of PEX, so we had to use the wrong color, but we've wrote on there what this is. That's a cold line. That's a hot line. You better hope that you open that wall up right there to find out what's going on. We've got these pipes tacked up to the wall, so there's that. And good stuff. Shout out to the plumber who came and gave us a hand. I wish I could tell you guys who it was. I don't want to tell you guys who it was. I will tell you this, they've been in an After Prison Show video, one video. Big video too, crazy story. That's about the most I'm going to give you in relation to who it is. But shout out to you. You're going to be coming back and helping us. I'm hopeful of, because we still got a little bit more plumbing that needs to get done. Also, we got that water supply put in for our ice maker. That's going to be right there. So good deal there. And there's our water line that's been teed off right over there. I see the tee. there she be. Cool deal. So with that being done, our plumbing is pretty close to getting done. Now let me show you guys the real magic. What you guys are probably excited to see. I want to show you guys first this. Hopefully I can find some footage of what the bathroom was looking like. This old McDonald had a farm type of a public restroom where people be putting that stuff in their arms. Had to hit you with the Busta Rhymes right there real quick. That's what our bathroom was looking like. Let's go ahead now and hit that HGTV, even though it's not done. Probably should wait till it's done. I'm just so excited to show you guys. It'll look a lot better when it's completely done. It's not completely done yet, but here's how it's looking thus far. So yeah, I had to save the ugliness that's still in this bathroom for last. What still needs to be done in here? Obviously, walls still need to be finished up. Richard's working on these walls. We don't have a light box. We need to get a light box put in here, right here. So we gotta get one of those. We do got the new exhaust fan. At the other house, we had an exhaust fan and a light. We're only replacing the exhaust fan, which in here used to be an exhaust fan slash light. But we're just putting an exhaust fan. Short of it is just an exhaust fan and lights right here. Hopefully that's gonna be enough light to light up the entire bathroom. If it's not, we'll revisit that idea in the future. Also gonna get this tub reglazed because this thing looks horrendous. And new toilet in here as well. You can see Richard's already got the trim in here. And we also got the vanity in here, but the plumbing's not hooked up. How about that faucet set that was from the first flip house that we never got a chance to use with the black stopper? Yeah, real sharp. Matching that hardware right there, almost matching that dark colored grout right there, that gray grout. Good deal. We got the granite top or the quartz top right here. That looks really good. A couple of issues that we ran into right here was getting this in here. Literally had to notch out, look at that. Had to notch out the damn trim to get this in. And then we had a little bit of rubbing going on with this door right here, but we don't have that anymore. So good deal there. We're gonna have the exposed shelving right here, just like we did in the first house. Little area down there for your hamper. That's gonna look really good. Obviously get all of this painted. It's gonna look super good. But how about that tile? Got that tile for 60 bucks off of Facebook Marketplace. That looks good. I told you guys, when you're looking for materials, don't shy away from Facebook Marketplace. Because people do bathrooms and kitchens and hallways and floors in their house and they end up with extra materials that you could use for God only knows what. We've got some leftover tile as well from the backsplash in that bathroom, the subway tile. We've got like a box and a half of it left. I'm thinking about maybe we do a backsplash in the kitchen. We're gonna be getting granite in here. It's gonna be a little bit more stepped up than at the first place to add to that value. Certain things that add definitely to your value when it comes to getting appraisals, square footage, school, location, those things definitely add to your value. But your kitchen and the type of appliances that you got in your kitchen. We've got all stainless steel getting ready to come in at the end of this month. Those appliances are actually getting delivered here. We're nowhere near ready. I thought we would be ready. So we got to take them right up out of here, put them in storage because I can't let those appliances get broken. We've got stainless steel coming in. We're going to be putting granite in here or quartz in here. And we're going to be using the same cabinets that we had and just trying to paint them white. We've been using the Kills. The Kills has not wanted to take to this. There's some kind of a polyurethane or some kind of a lacquer on here that's definitely blocking this. It's actually, no, it's not. That's not good. So we're gonna have to figure that out. This is a water-based Kills right here. Maybe we can go with the oil-based and maybe that works. I don't want to have to sand these things down, but you never know, we might have to. We'll figure it out though. We're gonna get that right. So those cabinets are gonna be really good. And also, something that I didn't really want to have to show you guys, but you need to see it. The back of the house is not done. The siding is not completed. Jose and his guys said that they're gonna come back and finish it, but they can't finish it until that pesky electrical gets taken care of. So that's where we're held up at, and that's it. Shout out to Richard. He's got that bathroom looking super sharp. Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about that. I know that that thing looks really good. And the rest of this house is soon to follow as well. I am hopeful that this is the week where we make some real progress, some real change. That electrical gets wrapped up, that drywall can begin maybe the end of this week, early next week. And once that happens, y'all, we're moving. We'll call a granite and quartz person, try to get a quote on that. And before long, we're gonna be done with this house and looking for flip number 3. So not too much further to go, but still a hell of a long ways to go. So we'll get there eventually. Alrighty, it is 1:46 in the afternoon and pretty crazy times. All right, so what do we got going on? I'm going over to the flip house right now. I'm doing a little bit of babysitting. Want to go see if the electrician has gotten over there. I know he said he would be over there in a couple of hours, and I want to talk to this guy face to face if he is there, and just make sure that we are on the same page in terms of trying to get this electrical wrapped up this week as soon as possible. Let's just go ahead and be done with this situation because we need to be. Now, there's a good possibility I'm going to go over here and this guy's not going to be there. You might also wonder to yourself, Joe, you could just text him and find out if he's over there. And that's not a bad idea, but I want to go show up because that'll make me even more mad and that'll make me even more ready to fire this guy, which I don't want to have to do, but I might need to do. I don't like firing people. I'm not no bossy boss or no horrible person to work with or even work for, even though some people might disagree with me on that. I try to be very, very understanding and very patient, and my patience is only but so much. If I gotta fire this guy, we are gonna be back to square one. He's probably gonna pull his electrical permit, which he probably will, or maybe he won't even be able to do that. I don't know if he can do that because the electrical's not done. He would have left the electrical half done, and then I bring in another electrician to finish it, and I don't know how that works out. I've got a couple of other electricians in mind that we should have used, could potentially use, but what's their schedule looking like? Will this affect our completion date? It could. It definitely could. Like I said, I don't want to have to go fire this guy, but that may be what is needed to be done here. Another thing, I want to share with you guys a little bit of a blunder, a little bit of a math problem, and see if you guys can offer me any insight, help with it, trying to solve this, and maybe there is no solution to this. There is another house that's available to us. It's the same exact house as the house that we've got and the first flip house was, but the number is totally different than the first or second house. First house we got for 33. We put in a ton of money into that. Over $110,000 was the total investment on that house. Second house, the one we're working on, we got for $62,000, $63,000 after closing costs. And we're looking to be at about $89,000 totally invested in that house. Well, this third house, which again is the same exact house as the first and second house, the person owes $77,000 on this house. They got railroaded with how much money is owed. I don't know if they inherited this house or if they bought this house and just got railroaded on the price. They owe $77,000. The house needs HVAC. Supposedly it needs some roof work. The HVAC alone is going to be expensive, and it needs major upgrades. So to think about getting this house for $77,000, putting $30,000 max into this property, that being a total of $107,000, selling this house for $120,000, 10% closing cost, that's $12,000. We would literally walk away from this house making $1,000 if that was the way the math breaks down. Now, you know, we could go in there and do less than $30,000 in repairs. Maybe we only got to do 20. That's probably what we would need. There's no wiggle room on the price of this thing. And then there's all of this stuff that this property needs. What do you do in a situation like this? The ultimate decision is, do you just leave it alone? Not every property is worth the rehab and the flip. There's not a flip in every property. Another thing that I'm considering trying to do with this one is trying to take over the mortgage, either with some kind of contract, hey, I'll make your payments for you, or I refinance this property and really take over the mortgage payments myself and try to break that payment down to like $400 a month. I think they're paying somewhere around $7 something right now. You couldn't even rent this house for more than $800. So it's really a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of a situation. And you'd probably be better off just saying nah to the whole thing. But we'll see. Wanted to share it with you guys, pick your brain on it. What do you think? Let me know. Let's go ahead and get over to the flip house. I shouldn't be filming as I'm driving. I'm on the interstate, for God's sakes. So let's go ahead and get over there, see, and let's hope that this electrician's over there and that this isn't going to turn into the cluster that it already has. All right, back over here at the flip house. Rode all the way over here just because I needed to see it for myself. And of course, it's probably almost 2:15 in the afternoon. And of course, nobody's over here. Nobody's been over here. Electrician is who I'm talking about. Super mad about this situation. Disappointed, I think, is the biggest thing. I'm just super disappointed. It's always something. Always something. But I needed to see this, like I said, because I could text this guy and say, hey, how's everything going? And he could tell me, oh, great, or oh, I needed to go, you know, whatever. I needed to be here just so I've got the confirmation knowing ain't nobody been here. He ain't been here, and everything is held up on him. And it's now, what do you do? What do I do? Not only have I paid this guy 2 draws on this electrical, there's only one left. Which, forget the money aspect of this right now. Yeah, that would, kind of jerk us a little bit on the budget, but we'd still be okay. We're still in budget. It might affect us a little bit further down the road. Do we bring somebody else in? Do we just cut our losses where we are and just bring somebody else in and say, hey, look, man, yo, you were trash. You were trash. This does not take this long. If you were a professional tradesman, you get in and you get the work done and at least have something to show for. We don't got barely nothing to show for. Maybe I'm overreacting. I don't know. I don't think that I am. Let me know if you guys think that I am, and let me know what you guys think that we do. Do we cut our losses and just try to find somebody else who can do this? And I know I can find somebody else who can do this. I know I can. It's definitely going to cost, though. Definitely going to cost. I don't want this to seem like what it is, and it seems like I'm just bitching about the situation, and I probably have been for some time now. I do apologize for that. I want this to be a learning experience. It is for me. You would have thought that I would have learned from the first flip house, and I thought that I did. I was hiring professionals, pulling permits, doing all of that. But you've also got to keep in mind that just because somebody's a professional doesn't mean that they're a professional. Doesn't mean that they're going to get in and get the work done. There were a lot of red flags with this guy that I should have taken heed to. The fact that he said, hey, yeah, don't worry about where I'm at, man. I'm going to get the work done. There were a lot of lies. There was a lot of coming here and not having everything that he needed and having to leave to go get materials. He didn't have a helper. When this guy came, and this guy did come recommended. When he came recommended, it was from somebody who knew him doing work a couple of years ago. And a couple of years ago or a year ago, maybe it was only that long ago, the dude had multiple vehicles and like a crew or maybe like 2 crews. He don't got none of that now. It's only him. And I wonder... I was going to try to tie that into myself somehow because it seems like it's only me now when we used to have so many more. But anyways, whatever. Got to figure out what to do now. I know the next thing is I'm going to hit this guy up and say, yo, what's the deal? I thought you said you were going to be here today and you're not. I'm going to get some BS in response to that, and he's going to tell me that he's going to be here tomorrow to rock this out. Should I guess that's what I got to do. I got to at least give him till tomorrow. But if tomorrow is the same as today, the decision's already made. I mean, it's really already made right now. Will this guy get this job done this week? Will he be here tomorrow? Or should I just go ahead and do what I should have done? I should have never went with this guy. Hindsight, all that good shit. But, you know, if we cut our losses, how long will it take to get back on track? How much money will it take to get this thing back on track? How far are we really with this electrical? This is kind of reminding me a little bit of Flip House number 1, where electrical had to get done 5 different times, and every person who came in to do electrical after the next guy, or after the last guy, was trying to figure out what the hell they had going on. I got a feeling this could be a lot like that. It would be. Well, I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about all of this, and with that, I got to figure out what the hell to do about this electrician. Fun times. Did I tell you there's another house that we're looking at? And we couldn't afford to make no mistake over there. Guess we'll see.